to see your screen, sir.
Okay. So welcome back to SAP Indian Payroll. So today we'll be learning something more basics, which you already covered. Or you already must be knowing this, but still I thought of covering it. So just for your information in the future reference as well. Okay. So back to basics. So we'll be going back to basics. So I have created this mind map for our waste types. So when I say waste type, what comes to your mind? Anything you would like to say, Shrikant? When I say waste type, somebody's asked you what is a waste type. As a layman, as a payroll consultant, what should be your reply? I would like to know
Yeah,
from you.
waste type is maintaining the data to add the payment
Mm-hmm.
to pay the employee or deduct from the employee.
Mm-hmm.
Waste
Okay.
type will do.
Okay. 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 Yeah. So it answers, but I'll just technically the definition of a waste types. The waste types are instruments of payments and deductions. Okay, so it can be payment as you have correctly mentioned, like something can be paid to the employees, something can be recovered from the employees. Okay, and waste types are nothing but pay component also. Like we in the layman language, you can these are the payroll different pay components. It can be HRA, it can be basic, or it can be anything. Okay, so the payroll components, and these are the instruments of your payment and deductions in a typical payroll environment or for a payroll tool. Okay, so this is the concept of a waste type. And the waste type, what can be done? So these are the different things which you must have already understood. So just the first box talks about it is created from a model waste type. Okay, so the M series you must have seen. Those are there are different model waste type specific to country. Okay, it will be always created from a model waste type. Okay, it is recommended, but that doesn't mean. Now suppose you have already created many times I get a question like this in the previous session, so sometimes also some other people have asked. Suppose I have already created a waste type by copying a model waste type. Okay, so can I copy the copied waste type or the custom waste types? So what should be your answer?
Sorry, sir. Can you say
Did you
again?
get my
Can you?
question? Okay.
No,
Suppose you
sir.
are having a waste type model waste type, say M M001. Suppose let's say M001, and you have copied that model waste type. From that you have created a waste type called 1001. Okay,
Okay.
1001. Okay, but in the future you would like to, and you would have done some changes in that 1001 also. It is not exactly copy. After copying you did some modification to that 1001 waste types as well.
Oh,
Okay,
okay, sir.
but now let's say after 1 year down the line you are having a requirement for a waste type which is very similar to 1001 waste type which you created, but it will be having small change only. Okay, small deviation. So in those cases, okay, so is it good to use 1001 or is it good to use that M001?
It's good to use M001.
Okay, so the answer is actually not straightforward. Like it can be both the cases. Suppose if you are using M001, again you have to check. So 1001, whatever you have already created, okay. So there can
Okay.
be small changes which is still applicable for the new waste type. Okay, and
Okay.
in case even you if it is having the exact similar characteristics of that 1001, but for some other payroll areas or some other payroll other locations you are using, then you have both the option. You can either copy M001 or copy 1001. There is no harm in doing that. Okay, but
Okay. Okay.
ideally you should create it from the model waste type. So your answer is correct. We always refer the model waste type. Okay, then whatever the client requirement, depending upon that, we can tweak that. Okay, so
Okay.
in that custom waste type we can tweak that. So that is all about the first box. Second box
Okay.
talks about it can be dialogue or technical. So what is the difference between dialogue and technical waste type?
Dialogue waste type and technical waste type.
Hmm.
Technical waste type is the secondary waste type. Like
Hmm.
it's created when we doing the payroll.
Hmm.
I think. And dialogue waste type is like a model waste type. I'm thinking.
No, the technical waste type answer is correct. So this is secondary waste types only, which is generated from the payroll as a part of your payroll processing. The pay technical waste types that gets generated. Okay. When I say dialogue, suppose I'm having a dialogue with you now, right? And you are having a dialogue with me. Okay. So we are just communicating to each other. Okay. And so it's in the similar way, you can think of dialogue waste type means you actually the primary waste types. So whatever you are directly using in your info types. Okay, suppose in info type 8 you are using 1001, 1002, 1003. So those three all waste types can be called as a dialogue waste types or the primary waste type, you can say. Okay, that same thing, a different name only. Okay, some of the authors or some of the people actually offer, means even SAP also, they'll sometimes it's a dialogue waste type. So why they call it dialogue waste type? Like because you are entering a particular value in that particular waste type. Okay, and finally you're just as a entering. Okay, after entering it gets processed
Yeah,
in your
I
payroll.
got the point. Maximum and minimum amount is there,
Hmm. Yeah, that is
and
fine.
indirect
That
valuation.
that is a validation, that is fine. But at the same time also you are entering the value and the employee also sees the same value whatever you have entered in the info type, he sees in the pay slip, right? In the, but employee doesn't see that info types, right? Anyway, so he
Yes.
always finally says, so whatever you have entered, the basic HRA, any kind of allowances, all those values will go and sit in the specific dialogue waste types, and finally it reaches to the your employees, it appears in the employee's pay slip. Okay, so in this way you can think of that whatever you have entered, employee receive that. So there is a dialogue between what you entered and what the employee sees in his or her pay slip, right? Now you understood the logic, right? If, even actually it is not explaining like this anyway, but this is just my understanding. From my
Okay.
understanding, I
Okay.
explained why
Okay.
it is actually technically called dialogue waste types. Okay, so,
Okay. Okay.
so something they have thought it, and they put it as a technically they call it a dialogue waste type, but it is a primary waste types only, which we directly you can use in your info types, and it get processed in your payroll, and finally it appears in the pay slip of the employee.
Payslip also.
Okay, this
Okay.
is clear,
I
right? For
got your
dialogue
point.
or technical. So
Yes.
do not get
Clear.
confused, like primary, secondary only, just like a
Okay.
different name. Technical waste also another difference, you can say dialogue waste types can be alphanumeric, numeric, and all the things. But mostly in case of technical waste types, it will be always start with a slash. You must have seen
Slash.
those
Yes.
slash 111 slash
Yes.
101 slash
Slash base
122.
types. Yes.
Okay, and those are actually intermediary. So it will start as a processed as a part of your payroll. Okay, so this is one category. And so this box is clear, can be understood, right? Dialogue and technical.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Clear, sir. It's clear.
It is just refreshing, you must be knowing all these things, but still I'm just having a the more clarity on this. Okay,
Okay. Okay.
if it is repetitive you can say, like we can move on, but still I thought of putting the slide
No,
into
sir.
the
No, sir. You continue, sir. I'm getting new
ha.
things when you're
Okay,
explaining. I'm
okay.
recollecting the data also.
Yes, 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 yes. Because after covering a lot of topics, I'm back to basics again. So thought of covering this as well. So the third
We
point
need
is,
this. We need this.
yeah, even
Yes, sir.
Lakshmi will be finding will be helpful for her also. Yeah.
Yes.
So third point is again straightforward. It can be an earning waster, it can be a deduction waster. So it requires no explanation. It is self-explanatory. Hmm. What is the
Yes,
earning
sir.
waster,
Yes, sir.
deduction waster? You already know it. Okay, that is very straightforward.
Yes. I know.
Fourth one is a
Yes.
pre-tax for or post-tax. Okay, so certain waste types you will be finding actually they are considered during the tax calculation, and after the post tax calculation certain waste types you will be finding. So those actually we can call them a pre-tax and post-tax calculations. Okay, so it can be the impact can be two side, like there are certain waste types, whenever you are having the waste type you are considered for your payroll calculation in the in tax intax. So you have seen, right, how the tax is calculated in a typical payroll
Yes, sir.
log.
Yes.
Did you observe that, all
Yes.
those things?
Yes.
Okay, so that I'm talking
Yes, sir. I
about
have
here.
all those.
Huh. So that is actually I'm talking about. So there you must have seen IT out means output table, all those tables. Okay. After processing, what is the actual value is coming for a net payroll? What is the net amount is coming up? Okay. So there are different categories of there are two category of waste types, but actually this is not exclusively is not there in any of the SAP documents. You'll not be finding. but this is also can be but this is not very popular the compared to dialogue technical earning deduction. But we can think of it, it's another variety or a category of waste type variation. Some of the waste types will be considered for a pre-tax, some of the after tax calculations, again certain values will be differ. Okay, so there are tax specific, what is the income tax, there is just say a tax specific waste types as well. Okay, for every country. Okay, so those things will be considered as a pre-tax and post-tax, nothing much here. So this is the first column now, and you understood, right? Any questions on this first column?
No, sir. I got
Four
your
box.
point. Thank
Okay.
you.
Now we'll be coming back to the second column, which is actually again it is a understanding again. So first point which we already covered, waste types are covered. Waste types are generally maintained in a particular info types. So waste types goes into the info type. So very whenever I was doing the implementations and support as well in the initial project, so some of the people who gets who are very new, the end user I'm talking about, not the consultant, they were always gets confused. They always get confused between info type and waste type. Okay, so you can say, so even people who are newly learning actually the payroll, so generally they get confused waste, what is a waste type and what is the info type in a typically payroll environment. Okay, so you saw always how to distinguish. So basically info types are actually at the high level. Okay, that can be a maintainable, and waste types are basically maintainable inside the info type. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
you can't have a waste type like you can't have enter directly waste type into against the for a particular employee. It should always go into a specific info type. The in can be example can be your info type 15, 14, 267, info type 8. Okay, so all these are major
Yes.
info types in which we can maintain those specific waste types as per our need. Okay, so this is clear. Maintainable in an info types. This is very clear. Hmm.
Yes, sir. It's clear, sir.
Ah,
Info type is the information of employee. Base type is the we are maintaining in the info type for
ha,
the amount purpose anything.
ha. So basically, technical definition of an info type is it is an entity of group of having same group of similar information. Okay, so info type is actually if somebody asks which is what is an info type, you can say it is an entity which is which has a group of similar information stored together for an employee. Okay, so why I'm saying group of similar information, so if you have observed, like suppose I'm talking about the education info type or say address info type. Okay, so it suppose I'm talking about address info type 6, it has only addresses. The addresses can be permanent address, it can be your temporary address, so it can be office address. Okay, so it has a similar type of information, right? Similarly, suppose I'm talking about education, it can be your class 10th, it can be your class 12th, education, graduation, post graduation, phd, everything. So it is all kind of similar set of information. Okay, so that is a technical definition of an info type. Okay, so waste types always go today I have discussed, waste types are nothing but they are instruments of payment and deductions which can be maintained inside an info type. Okay, so this is the clear cut definition of your what is an info type and what is a waste type. It is clear, right?
Yes, sir. It's clear, sir.
Okay. So now the next three are again easy one, which waste types has a permissibility. Okay, so every which waste type will go to the which info type. So we have a permissibility option. So the which you must have seen those which how to maintain. Suppose I would like to have a specific waste type to be maintained in the info type 14. Okay,
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
suppose I would like to change, suppose after a period of time the client says no, I do not want to make it a recurring, rather I will make it a one time. Then in that case you have to delimit in the info type 14, that specific waste type, and that you have to maintain the permissibility in the info type 15. Okay, so in this way you can practically change the permissibility or extend the permissibility. Okay, now that is the concept of permissibility, means which waste types are permitted under which info types. Okay, so that is the concept. This is clear.
Okay. Okay. Yes, clear, sir.
Okay, so the next two one actually will be having separate two classes. Okay, means one or two classes. like what is the processing class, although we have seen at a very high level. Okay, but practical aspect of it we'll see more into detail. Okay, waste types will be having always the processing classes, how those are processed. Okay, so that will be covered in separate topic. Similarly, the cumulations, how the accumulation of the waste type will happen and all, so that will also be covered in a different topic. Okay, so just for a time being, these are the actually can suppose somebody asks what are the characteristics of a waste type, these are the different points you can say. So all this box whatever I have given here, so each can be a characteristics of a waste type. Waste types is a permissibility, waste types has processing classes, it can be maintained in an info type. Okay, so this is the input part we have seen. Okay, now in the second in the third, wherever waste type this is written, below section you can see there is written payroll schemas and rules. Okay, so waste types, after maintenance in your info type, whenever you are running the payroll driver program for a specific country, in our case Indian payroll driver, once you are running, then those waste types gets processed. Okay, so after gets processed, the final column which I have mentioned here, actually these are the results. Okay, like in the output section, what are the things possibility, how the waste types get stored and all, so that you will be seeing here. Okay, so in the output section, it can be the first one is the first table is the RT table. So you are already familiar about the RT table, right? Isn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, sir.
Okay, so result table, so inside the result tables we can always check how the which suppose I would like to see which waste types gets processed, how what is the value of the waste type, is there any correct, is there any issues is coming. I can always go back to the my results table in the payroll log, and I can verify those things. So that is how we can check it. Similarly, you can also decide, so pay stub I'm using here, but actually we sometimes call it pay stub and sometimes we call it pay slip also. Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
waste types gets printed or not printed in the pay stub or the pay slip. So it is not necessary that you always require all the waste types to be printed on your pay slip. Sometimes what happens, you may not require all the waste types, okay, to be shown in the pay slip. Okay, only the whatever employees gets paid, only those amount, okay, or deduction amount, which are those things only you have to show. Otherwise, the remaining things you do not require to showcase in your pay slip. So I will just giving a practical example, like in my one of the projects, actually we are using NPS, okay, the national pension scheme. Whatever has been deducted from the employee's salary, that doesn't go to into the pay slip. Okay, rather in the tax statement the employee can see, okay, on an annual basis, or in the form 16 he can see, but in the pay slip we do not show that. Okay, so there is a separate session for that, like how you design pay slips and all. So that is little technical, I'll be covering certain aspect of it for that. And in another aspect, actually I will tell you that you have to take help from ABAP. Okay, so there are two varieties of payslip. One is a P51, which is I not earlier it was very popular, but again now we have using a different concept called HR forms. Okay, which is more interactive and more in the interface is good and all. So HR forms I'll be covering, and also then we'll be seeing how those payslips can be designed and all. But again, that is little technical compared to the other topics in the payroll. Okay, so I'll be covering, okay, that as well. So this is regarding the payslip, like whether you like to showcase in the payslip or do not want to show it in the payslip. Up to you, depending upon the client requirement, you can handle it. Is this clear?
Yes, sir. It's clear, sir.
Okay, the third box is sent out to the vendor. Okay, what do you understand by vendor? Anything?
Vendor means who are who are giving the
Mm-hmm.
employees to our company.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking like a third party consultancy type.
Mm-hmm. Good, good. So sent out to vendor. So vendor again, these are actually is a part of your finance again. Okay. So those are actually we do not create directly in the HR. Rather we create it in the finance. Okay. So they will be creating. But whenever you are processing certain things, so there will be always an integration if you are using SAP FI FICO module. Okay. So do you have basic knowledge of FICO or how is it? Have you ever heard about it? Anything?
Yes, yes. I have the basic knowledge,
Hmm.
like, just basic knowledge, sir. I don't have much on that.
Ha, ha.
I know.
Huh. So basically, we have to understand what is vendor concept comes from there on that module. Okay, but whatever that different types of vendor again will be having in the finance. One of the vendor type is your employee vendor. Okay, so all the employees generally they are considered as a vendor, employee vendor. Suppose let's say I'll be giving one another example which I frequently use it. Suppose there is an external training is happening. Okay, and you have sent your employees to that training institution. Okay, and you have to pay certain amount to that training organization, right? So for
Yes.
against each and every employees certain amount, suppose at 10,000 or some amount you're going to pay for a 5-day training. Okay, and that particular vendor you have to maintain, like for suppose we have 10 people and 10,000 each, total 10 lakhs, sorry, 10,000 10 people. Okay, 1 lakh. So 1 lakh amount we are going to send out to that particular training organization which is a vendor. Okay, and whenever you are seeing those calculations for each against in, because that is again, it is suppose it is not deducted from the employee salary, rather you will be having a separate calculation for that. Okay, and you'll be said treating it as separately, but against suppose a cost from a costing point of view and all, employee will be having a certain cost center. Okay, and that vendor in the finance also you maintain certain things which cost training, the suppose your training department is having some certain budget. Okay, so from that budget
Yes.
again you will be deducting, and you will be crediting to that amount to the training vendor. Okay, so those things
Okay.
also can be so done by the waste type. So in the waste type sections in the health processing, if you like to add those things from an suppose say you like to uh, maintain those things. Okay, okay, so those things also can be sent. So this is a meaning of a, the waste types also can be treated like a sending out to the vendor again. Okay, vendor account and all. Okay, so those details are actually the integrations part aspect of it, HRFI integrations and all, a lot of things are there. Okay, but again it is a to do, you have to talk to your finance consultant when in a typical project. If finance payroll accounting users, they have to, you have to talk what is the process they are following. Okay, so all these things are there. Many things are there. Even I do not have not worked on that much in the FICO side, the finance control is that, but the interface I know means HRFI integration side. Okay, so there are a lot of things after happens like depending upon the cost distribution, info type 27 you can use for that. Okay, a lot of things are there. So that is the meaning of a sent out to the vendor. Okay, so third point is clear, how what is the understanding of it.
Yes, sir. Sir, interview will ask the questions about the FI and HR integrations. Like,
Hmm. Yes, yes. In an interview also you'll be asked questions regarding HRFI integration. So I'll be taking a session for that. No, don't worry about it. So that will be
okay,
very
okay,
interesting sessions. Okay, but I think don't think in the
okay,
demo environment you can do that end to end. Okay, because in the demo system sometime I have not I'm not sure whether it can be proper all through data configurations are maintained or not. Okay, but I will be so
okay,
telling
okay,
you how it is done. Okay, if it is possible we will try to do that. Okay, in the hands-on part, if any error we are getting is well and good, so we will be understanding those errors as well, how to, there are certain things actually and demo is some demo instance actually sometimes missing sometimes I have seen. But anyway, we'll try that. Okay, that hands will
okay,
definitely do it together. Okay,
okay, okay.
so that is sent out to the vendor. The fourth point which I told you here, posted to GL account. Okay, so what is the GL? Any guess?
General ledger, so general ledger.
General ledger. Yes, yes. So again, this is a finance terminology. So we they maintain something called general ledger. Okay. So what we do in a typical HRFI integration scenario, we maintain our waste types in the payroll. Okay. And so what happens? These waste types, okay, how this finance system will be understanding the which waste types is for what. Okay. So because finance, because waste types is exclusively for payroll. Okay, these are part of an HR payroll system. Okay, but finance doesn't have such kind of thing. Okay, so for that reason, we require a mapping. Okay, so that detail I'll be covering in the finance integration. But anyway, for the timing, I am saying the waste types and the GL, there is a, they do not know each other's language. Okay, so let's say I'll be giving one example. Let's say Shrikant knows exclusively English, and myself, I know only Germany. Okay. So how do
Okay.
we
Okay.
communicate to each other? Any guess? Any intelligent guess? I do not know anything except Germany. And you know anything, or you know only English, nothing else. How do we talk to each other?
Sorry, sir, I can't answer. Please.
You can say, na, like Google Translator is there, you can translate, and you can otherwise, there
Okay.
is a via media, there are apps available, and there are many options are
Okay.
there. Okay, so like suppose whatever I'm speaking in Germany, and there are intelligent in Google also, you can translate Germany to English, and that translator, Google Translator, will be the
Yeah,
via
middleware.
media.
Like,
Okay, and the middleware, or you can say it's a middleman, and so it will translate that, and from English you will be able to understand the translate, right, translation. Then
yes.
after
Yes.
that again you will be speaking something in English, and it will be, you will be speaking to Google Translator English to German. Okay, so then whatever you are speaking, that will be go and translated in the Germany, and I can read that, or I can see that. Okay, in this way, that is the only way. Or otherwise you can say somebody, so it is here Google Translator is a via media, or
Okay.
otherwise there are also the transcriber or translator people are also available. So there is, it can be an application, or it can be a person, okay, human being, who will be translating,
Okay.
who, so the human being must be knowing the both the language, Germany as well as the, or you can say
Okay.
interpreter, he should be knowing both the language Germany and English. So whatever I am speaking in Germany, he should be able to translate from Germany to English, and whatever you are speaking in English, he should be able to translate from English to Germany. Okay, so through that media only will be working. So why I'm giving, see this example, you understood, right?
Yes, sir. I understood, sir.
Huh. So why I'm
Did you?
cited this
Yes.
example?
Yes.
Same case is
Yes, sir.
for your waste type and your GL accounting. Okay, so GL
Okay.
account actually it's a completely finance thing, and waste. So it's finance world. Waste type is a completely payroll or SAP HR world. Okay, they do not know each other's language, and so for that reason we have something called symbolic account, which I'll be showing you in the demo whenever I'll be covering the integration topic. But for the
Okay.
time
Okay.
being, you understand, so they will be communicating to each
Yes.
other via symbolic account, and
Yes, sir. Yes.
so through that, whenever you're posting, you're doing the finance posting, the payroll, the wastage will be posted in the GL account. Okay, so this is the understanding for the time being. We will be going more detail about it in the future. So this is the fourth, this is
Okay.
clear, this is clear, right?
Clear, sir. It's clear, sir.
Okay, so from an output perspective, the last point is some are accrued. Okay, what do you understand by accrued or anything? Any guess? What is the
Accrued
understanding of
means,
the?
yeah, accrued means it's not a real expense or a real income. When we incur the, like, when we done the transaction, it
Hmm,
will be like, the payment has paid, like, we have to thought.
hmm, hmm. Not exactly in that angle. So
Okay.
some waste types are accrued means actually you will be seeing in the sense. Let's say I will, how I'll give the example. So I'll be giving one example. Let's say, let's say you are having getting a waste type called fuel waste type. Okay, and that
Okay.
fuel waste type, it is suppose depends upon your attendance. Okay, is suppose today is 30th of November, the month end is completed.
Okay.
Say from the December
Okay.
onwards, as you go to the office, depending upon your attendance, there will be a proper accrual of your particular waste type. Suppose in December, so you're eligible for, suppose you are full time, means say 20, you have 22 working days, and if you are attending office, you are going to office all the 22 days, then you are eligible for full payment of the fuel allowance, say so 3000 per month. Okay, but let's say due to some reason you didn't go to office for say 11 days. Okay, so 22 days is the total thing, but you 11 days only went to office, and 11 another 11 days you work from home. Okay, but in
Okay.
your company, let's say you work from home, if you are going, then you are not eligible for fuel accrual or fuel allowances. In those
Okay.
cases, what will happen? Instead of getting a 3000, you are now eligible for 1500. Okay, so that is as simple as that. This is the
Okay.
example. Okay, So that
Okay.
can also be
Okay.
configured. Okay, so this is the accrual
Okay.
part. So this is clear. So this
Okay,
is
sir.
the mind map which I
Clean.
try to cover.
Yes. Yes, sir. Clear, sir. Clear. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. So this is a quick summary of whatever things in the waste types are there. But now let's go a little faster. So the waste types is already we have discussed. Okay, waste types that are entered in the info types. It can be earning reduction. It can be info type based. Dialog waste types. It's already seen. Earning reduction. So this is just a repeat of that whatever you have seen. Okay. Similarly,
Okay.
waste types that are calculated and generated as a result of your configurations. Okay. So it can be like your benefits, saving bonds. Okay, so benefits again depends like what are the benefits your organization is providing. Actually this is a different module itself, benefits. Okay, so what kind of reward and recognitions, all those additional any kind of
Okay.
benefits you are getting. Okay, so those
Okay.
things. But even US also we do have a benefits. That's a okay, so in US, UK, all other countries also they do have such kind of concept, saving bonds. Okay, so these are again a different types, nothing much here. So the last one which I talked about is taxes. So the taxes and technical wage types, gross. So those things will be generated in your payroll process. Okay, so
Okay.
here why I'm focused on the second part. So the second part, which we call it sometimes implementation specific waste types. Okay, suppose there are certain waste types, those are generated due to some configuration. Okay, suppose you have configured benefits. So okay, so I'll be taking one session on the benefits, one or two sessions. Okay, I'm planning to that, but mostly I have used benefits for US payroll. Okay, so that topic will be little different. Okay, so
Okay.
US
Okay.
payroll uses a lot of things related topics related to directly the benefits. Okay, so I'll be covering that. Again, I have planned for it so that you'll be understanding that as well. Okay, so these are the part of your implementation specific waste types. Okay, and the third one is the technical waste which is generated during the payroll process. So it's nothing much here. This slide is clear,
Okay,
right?
sir.
That's very simple one, not one.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, clear, sir.
Okay, so now again, this is a again a basic one. The three types
Yes, I
elements
know,
is
sir.
it,
I
it
know
can be
about
rate,
this.
number, amount. I'm not
Yeah.
going that much detail. Waste type tables. These are
Okay.
different
Okay.
types of waste type tables. You do not
Yes.
have to remember
Yeah,
all these
I
things.
know about this also. Yes, I
Hmm.
know this
So this
service
is
also.
a good one, but just for a reference, I'm just
When
putting.
we created when we copy the waste step
Hmm.
after it will be displayed that.
Yes, yes, exactly, exactly. So understood. So this one also clear. Period parameter you understood, right? What is the period parameter?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So basically determines the interval for which payroll is done. Okay. So this is actually the payroll period parameter
Okay.
we say. Okay. Nothing much
Okay.
here. And also there is a report how to you can generate. Have you ever generated a payroll period?
Yes, yes, I have generated the payroll period.
Our payroll period. Okay. Right. Right. So there is a report which you can generate period parameter date modifier. What is the key difference between payroll period parameter and date modifier? Anything? This
Date
question I generally
modifier
ask
is the
people.
when we
Hmm. You can see the answer as well. This is in front of your slide. You can see refer the same. This is a UK specific example I have given, but it is also applicable for India as well.
okay.
Nothing more, nothing much. Similar example.
Okay, sir.
So basically, the key difference is, so let's say you are having a monthly payroll period, but if you want different category of employee to be paid, generally that doesn't happen, but yes, if it is a case, okay, suppose you would like to pay all the one category of employee on 25th of particular month, another category of employee 27th of every month. Okay, so in those cases, you can segregate that. Okay, so how you do the pay days basically, if the pay day is different for the same period parameter or for the same periodicity, then you can utilize the date modifier. Okay, so that is our difference. You understood? This is the date modifier. Srikant, are you able to follow me?
Yes, yes, sir. I'm able to follow you, sir. Yeah,
Okay.
I got your point. Yeah.
Okay. So somebody if you ask what is the difference between period parameter and date modifier, you should be able to give an example and explain the same, right? Okay. Okay. So with that understanding, now let me quickly recap again all these things. So this configuration you must have seen those payroll area, how to configure a payroll area, this payroll control record. You are already having understanding of this. Hmm. This is a report
Yes, sir.
for
Yes.
generating payroll. So just quickly going through this. Okay, nothing much. So those these things are you already know it. Huh. So this is also you know it. Step-by-step
Yes,
configuration of
yes.
this is again a waste type configuration you already. This is again a quick recap for it. Okay. So generally after
Yes,
creating
I
those
know.
waste types, verifying the characteristics, and if you like to anything adjustment, it will be coming from a requirement. So step number 3,
Yeah.
whatever I mentioned, this is very important one. Actually, if you like
Okay.
to change anything in the processing class, depending upon your client requirement, you can go and change those specific processing classes and cumulation classes. Okay. So any specific custom cumulation is required, then you have to do it. But anyway, cumulation and these things will be processing, I'll be covering in a different topic. Okay. So these things you can understand how after changing, after updating, you can maintain those
Okay.
waste type
Okay, sir.
specifically.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
you
sir.
first of all, you already identified these things. I think you have this exercise you have already done, right? Which are the different
Yes, sir.
model waste types for Indian payroll. So it's
Yes,
you have
yes.
not done, you have to do it again. Okay. So this is just to reiterate the things which you have already covered.
Okay.
So with this understanding, so this is again some of the example which is repeat one on again, nothing much. So whatever you have understood, actually that actually I put it in the this slide. Okay, period parameter, date modifier, all these things, payroll period, monthly, how you will be understanding those things. Okay, and match code W. So this is also an good interview questions. What do you understand by match code W? Have you got it?
Match code W.
Hmm.
I've seen, but
Hmm.
the slide. I'm reading the slides, sir. Actually,
Okay,
the
so where
when
have you seen? Just read that and let me know when where exactly you can find out. Otherwise, you can take it as an exercise, and you have to in the next class you'll be showing me how match code W, where exactly you can find it out.
okay, okay, sir. Sure.
Just you can just read
I'll
it.
do that.
Basically, what does it
Okay.
say is it will provide the list of personal number of the partner employees for a
Okay.
specific payroll area that has been rejected by the payroll run because of the incorrect data. Okay, that means what does that mean? That means your payroll has not been run successfully for those employees. Okay, and so that is also included in the we call it match code W. Okay, this phenomenon,
Okay. Okay.
and there is a personal
Okay.
change in the correction phase of the payroll run. Then in those
Okay.
cases we can identify. So you can just
Okay.
open that this it is open question for you match code W. You will be seeing those things and you'll be
Okay.
let me know in next class. Okay,
Okay.
so what
Yeah.
is the match
Okay,
code
sir.
W and all those things. So with this
Okay.
understanding, any questions till now? I'll just quickly summarize whatever we have seen. We just started the
Yes.
basic after understanding of
Yes,
the
sir.
basics of your waste types. Then we just different characteristics of waste types we have seen, and again the certain waste types, how it can be the permissibility classes, processing classes, accumulation classes, it can be maintained, and from output perspective, how it can be stored in the results table, can be printed or not. Okay, all those things details, and detail will be seeing all these details again. Each of out of this again 5 or 6 topics will be discussed, which will take another 5 to 6 sessions. Okay, so understanding the FI
Okay.
integration is the important one. Okay, HRFI integration,
Okay.
other remaining things are
Yeah.
instruments.
Symbolic accounts. Yeah.
So
Yes.
those details will be going into detail about it, and also we'll be seeing those hands-on in the exercises and everything. Okay, so at that
Okay.
time, and remaining things which we already know it, which I've already covered here. Okay, so control record and all this, how to generate payroll period, difference between your period parameter and date modifier we have seen, which you okay. So similarly, after generating the payroll period, then accumulation calendar, all these things, not very difficult, just one time activity will be doing again. So there are specific standard programs, directly you can utilize those programs, and for specific country we have a specific programs. Okay, and these topics are Shrikant actually uh, common for all country payroll, whatever the payroll you are learning. Okay, so till now for the last to
Yes,
last
sir.
class, before the support session, whenever I started, whatever you have understood till 591 info types and all those things, still exclusively for Indian payroll. Okay, but these topics again are overlapping topics, which if you are learning and understanding for one country, Okay, the same thing is applicable for another country. So this is the advantage of learn one time and you can implement in many other countries as well. Okay, so the concept
Okay,
remains
okay,
the
sir.
same because we are in the SAP only, right? So we are not learning something
Yes, sir.
some other software like Workday or Oracle. We are not learning that. So in the SAP world, so with these concepts, actually this is a different framework. SAP has designed its own framework and architecture. So this architecture remains the same across the country. Only the localization aspect of it gets changed when it varies from one country to another country and all. But your these topics, these are the core topics like your specific waste type creation. Okay, all these things actually remains the same mostly. Okay, this is concept remains the same. So with that understanding, so I just tell you, and also we have seen the creation of the waste type, which you already know it. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so central theme again. The waste type creation is again a central theme configuration for most of the, irrespective of the country. Only have to understand what are the model waste types for that specific country, and that list you can easily get it from help.sap.com or any authentic SAP documentation. You'll be getting that, and after understanding that, you can manipulate as per your client requirement. You can adjust
Yes,
those
sir.
classes, processing classes, accumulation classes, or your custom classes. You can change that. And this is the most popular table here, v underscore 512 w underscore d. Okay,
Yes,
and
sir.
again in the country grouping, in the for India you'll be using 40. Okay, so you after doing that, any changes is required, you can do those changes. And there is a concept of factoring as well, which I will take a separate session for that. Okay, so some of the topics are there overlapping, but model waste tax for Indian parent, which you already taken as an assignment in the previous sessions. If you have not done it, just do a recap or revision. Okay, so this would be actually whenever you're implementing, and it will be helpful. Okay, or in case if you're asking a support project, if a client asks for certain waste types, you have to understand that, and is there any model waste types for that, and again you can copy that, and as per the client requirement you can manipulate that as well. Okay, so all those options are available. So with this understanding, in the mesh towards the end, we covered mesh code W, okay, which
Okay.
you will be showing me in the next session in the system
Okay.
how it looks
Yeah.
like. Okay, so with this understanding, we'll stop here. Okay, and in the
Okay.
next lesson, actually, again it will be a recap again, but still some of the practical tips or practical pointer which I will be discussing. Demystifying a payroll log. What are the best practices to read a payroll log? Because this is one of the key skill which requires if you're working in a typical support project. Okay, so if
Okay.
any issue is coming, how to analyze those payroll log. Okay, so which that we'll be discussing in the next session. Okay, so it will be on
Okay, sir.
Wednesday.
Okay.
On Wednesday we'll be discussing that the same time, 8:30. Today is 9, but today I will let you know the timing and all. Okay, so thanks for being flexible.